because when you look at the whole crisis, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't make any sense. It should not have been in any shape or form. You know what I'm saying? It should not have been in any shape or form. We see an alien walking in Central Park. Are they trying to normalize aliens? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. No,
It,
no.
it
Yeah.
could be.
It's a her.
Yeah, okay. hmm Well, they better normalize something because we know there is something. It's not as if we're going to slide out with that one. We know there is something. But we see judge rejects demands for recusal in New York hush money case. Of course, we know they're going to do that. That's old news. We see the Biden administration blocks New York migrants faculty's proposal, state exploring, alternative. You know what I'm saying? We see the Floyd benefit field. You know what I'm saying? And we see he rejects that. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, he's doing a lot of rejecting. You know what I'm saying? Because what people don't seem to understand with the rejecting is that the fact that they already use the people in the way they want to use them. You see, you see. So we see the Joe Biden administration blocks New York's migrant faculty proposal. State exploring alternatives. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, we see that New York has attempted to create a migrant faculty at Floyd Benefit Field has been blocked by the Biden administration, creepy Joe Biden, due to legal and operational concerns. The state governor, Kathy Hochul, is the driving force behind the plan. See what I'm telling you? See what I'm telling you? They facilitating riding along with everything else. You know what I'm saying? Riding along with everything else. While we have all kinds of chaos across the planet and wars in Africa and everywhere else, especially in Africa. You know what I'm saying? We got to cease and settle a lot of these wars in Africa amongst African people. And it's very important that we find our way through this. But we see now Hunter Creepy Biden, FBI agents confirmed that Hunter Creepy Biden got tipped off about the investigation. This is coming in by Sarah Bradford, investigative reporter, August 14, 2023 at 10:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? I guess this one get locked up. You know what I mean? It's more ways than one. Oh yeah, see? Oh yeah. You know, you get that man. You know, you get that man. You know? You gotta come back in. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, but we see Sarah Bradford 6 hours ago Eastern Standard Time. Coming off the Washington Examiner. But we see here where uh, a a former FBI agent, you know, Carol Carol what? Carol Corroborated? Collaborated? You know what I'm saying? Agent collaborated claims from two IRS whistleblowers, you know what I'm saying, about the advance notice that Creepy Hunter Biden legal team eh, was given of an upcoming attempt to get the interview with him in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That the former agent said that creepy Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying, transition team was notified by someone hmm at the set at the judge someone at the Justice Department. Ooh, about the plans to surprise witness across the country with uh with simulate what I guess to simulation us interviews. I guess saying that they had to interview them and they had some information on December 8th, 2020, just days after creepy Hunter Biden received Secret Service protection as a result of his father winning the election. Oh, I understand that one. hmm High level FBI officials, also thwarted a plan to notify the local Los Angeles branch of the Secret Service at 8 a.m. on the morning of December 8th that an IRS investigator and the FBI agent would be coming by Hunter Creepy Biden's home to speak with him later that morning. Instead, the former agent confirmed Secret Service headquarters not he confirmed Secret Service headquarters, not the local office, received an advance warning the evening of December 7th. The IRS whistleblower told Congress previously that the warning given to the Secret Service headquarters and the transition team flew in flew in the face of what investigators had agreed to do after intensive plans, and as a result, the FBI managed to get just one of the 12 planned interviews on December 8th, 2020, day of action. Mm, 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 mm. The House Oversight Committee Republican published a transcript on Monday of an interview with a former FBI agent who worked on the Hunter creepy ass little Biden investigation of his crooked ass and the shit he have done to this country of high treason at the time of the incident. The Justice Department weighed in on which question which question the FBI agent could answer. Notice that. Now the reason why they would say something like that in this matter is to protect the FBI is going to say they're protecting someone and their informants and so on and so on. So they can't tell everything you see, which they don't tell nothing at all because they wanted to cover it up so they win the election and bring down hell and fire. As we've seen, 1.1 million dead. You know what I'm saying? But we see the agency could answer that. The agency could answer. The agent's attorney said and pushed for interviews to remain narrow. Wow! You ain't doing that with Trump. Focus on the event surrounding the batch attempt to interview Hunter Creevy Biden. The former agent attorney noted that the FBI agent counsel sent a letter the day before the House Oversight Committee interview warning about the privilege the creepy Biden administration wants to exercise over. Wow, when Trump did that, they tried to say no, exercise over much of the information the agents could have provided. Still, the former FBI agent confirmed the investigation, had developed a plan to conduct a surprise interview with Hunter Biden in late 2020. Wow, that a decision, but they won the election, huh? Yeah, they cheated, and that a decision had been made during the planning stage of the investigation to contact the local office of Hunter Creepy Biden Secret Service detail, the morning of the interview to avoid problems. Mm, 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 mm. But someone at the Justice Department, ooh, the DOJ, the Justice of the DOJ, at the Justice Department appeared to have notified Secret Service headquarters in advance, preventing the FBI from conducting the interview. Someone at the Justice Department also tipped off, creepy ass Joe Biden, you know, presidential uh, trans transition team. The former agent said, confirming the testimony of the IRS agent Gray, looked like Gary, I'm sorry, sharply. I know I was upset when I learned about it, the former FBI agent told the House Oversight Committee during the July interview. The then supervisor agent criticized the head, crit, I guess he criticized the head up given to the transition team, saying he felt it was people that did not need to know about our intent. Mm, 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 mm. But it was done. So the whole matter, the whole thing still come out to the same thing. We see a double standard in all ways. We see even when we look at two Democrats, propose to take 2024 fight to creepy ass Biden. You know what I'm saying? We see this is coming in by Thomas Kika, I'm saying, on 8/1/23 at 1:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming off the news week in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? In the news week. So where we see here now Representative Dean Phillips and a Minnesota Demon Democrat, put forward on Sunday two governors that he would like to see run primary challenge against creepy Joe Biden in the 2024. You know what I'm saying? Internal squabble, isn't it? As we see. You know what I'm saying? So now let's go look over here and recap some joints as to what we were seeing on that matter. You know what I'm saying? Now today we're gonna finish this up where we see immediate disqualification. Conservative legal scholars say constitutional bars Trump from office. That is bullshit in itself because you have not proven anything at all. We see a lot of accusations and tripping and diving and joking. But we see here where this is coming in by Igor, Darius or whatever his name is, of the saloon with the little S. You know what I'm saying? But we see two prominent conservative legal scholars, determined that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, in is ineligible to be a president under the provision in the Constitution barring people who engage in it. He did not engage in any insurrection. That is a bold-faced lie and one hell of a fucking trick. Because in what you are saying he involved in, how did you prove it? You still haven't proven that in no shape or form. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It does not disqualify him because, first of all, he didn't tell nobody to murder nobody. He didn't tell nobody to arrest nobody. He didn't tell nobody to rush the White House. He didn't tell nobody to cheat a vote. And he damn sure was keeping the documents in which he created through his time, such as Creep Joe Biden have been doing. But you ain't saying that Creep Joe Biden needs to be kicked out of the White House, are we? Because he done delivered what the Ching Chong Pong Ping them probably want to do to the fucking American people by the millions. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my face, you crooked ass. You know what I'm saying? Talk about involving the insurrection from office. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Professor William, whatever his name is, Bood or Broad, whatever your name is, jackass, of the University of Chicago, and Michael Stokes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Of Paulson of the University of St. Thomas. Oh, yeah. Imagine that, the University of St. Thomas. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're full of shit then and you're full of shit now. How the fuck is you even in a university or have any status within a university to be sitting up here saying that bullshit that you have not shown us any true evidence of Donald Trump in any form or shape of an insurrection, especially coming from the United States Virgin Islands, from what I'm seeing here, and I hope that's not what it is. Both members of the Conservative Federal Society, study the question of more than a year of details, their findings in an article set to be published next year in the University of Pennsylvania Law Review, according to the New York Times. You know what I'm saying? When we started out, neither of us was sure what, the answer was. We know the answer is you're an idiot. You know what I'm saying? People were talking about the provision of the Constitution. We no. You were driving all this up. This is the reason why you made out what we saw happen at the White House, idiot. That wasn't Trump's people. That was a bunch of people that were probably FBI agents and all, and whoever, a whole bunch of crooked motherfuckers that were working for the demon Democrat in the secret societies and Soros and all of the groups, all the way probably even to the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? And the Arabs and the all involved in the bullshit because we saw that when it came to COVID-19, all the star players. You know what I'm saying? So and black dumbass Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? So don't tell me now. You know what I'm saying? So your study is garbage, really, because it was to me it seemed like all you did was collect money. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, because you had no answer other than the same dumb shit you saying before, and you still haven't proved that to the American people in itself. Furthermore, Trump pleaded not guilty. So until we know that that is fully in itself, the cheat and the game and the lies and the bullshit that you played to indict this man, we know that you're full of shit because you had to bring this up. Notice what you said. The professor concludes. He said that Trump cannot. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's go back here. He said when we started out, we neither of us knew, what the answer was. You know what I'm saying? On his bullshit, but people talking about the provisions, Constitution, we thought we were constitutional scholars, and we're constitutional scholars. We're more like constitutional idiots, and this is an important constitutional question. We are to figure out what is really going on here. And the more we dig into, the more we realize that we had something to add. The professor concludes and said that Trump cannot, be president. But he was not involved in the insurrection. He was accusationally charged by someone making this accusation, saying that he did based on what evidence that you say you had. The evidence that you had doesn't hold water because he did not do it. Number one, himself. Number two, how did he incite it? Number three. Number four, you cheated and he saw a cheat and he complained. He saw the electoral college doing their singing and dance and the garbage that they do, and he tried to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, he was protecting the United States and the United States Constitution in itself, based on you being a corrupt demon entity within our government, calling yourself a demon fucking Democrat. And many of them on the crooked Republican and Independent, and the rest of them up in there doing garbage. They should not be in the Republican Party at all. Talking about a bipartisan and that bullshit you talking. You bipart not. And this bullshit right here you talking about the professor conclude that he cannot hold office unless 2/3 of the Congress decides to grant him immunity. No, they don't need to grant him shit. What you need to do is prove to us that he told them to go to the. This is what you need to do. with your crooked eggs. You need to prove to us that Trump told them to go to the White House, bust down the windows, bust in there, challenge the police, get that girl shot. Uh, what else? Blow the Rams horn, and all type of bullshit that it's all. You have not proven that in no shape or form. So to me, all you did was sit there and collect information that we already know. You know what I'm saying? Why the law reviews? Because you're just instigating up what we know they wanted to do in the first place. This is why the charge on the White House by these crooked motherfuckers holding this plan with the demon Democrat souls and all Nancy Pelosi and all the rest of them dumb fucker Chuckles and all of them idiots was all one big plan to bring in insurrection to put on this man. You see, because they know that would be the only way using this method to bar Trump from the 2024 election. So you garbage. You garbage, nigga. Ain't nobody got time with you. You garbage. You know what I'm saying? You need to go back to St. Thomas and sit down and think that shit over. You know what I'm saying? Because you know more facilitating no more than a demon democratical group in itself anyway. So you're a sellout. You know what I mean? He's going to get, you know what I'm saying, Drew Bed or whatever Fox News legal analysts say Trump doesn't have a prayer in 2024. Yes, he do. And anybody in their rightful goddamn mind of a sane thinking person, you know what I'm saying, aside from your mathematical following, bullshit reading, murder books, trying to stay hip and teaching them how to be a serial killer, and up in the church and got Timmy in the basement, you know what I'm saying, and all kinds of Luciferian garbage rituals that y'all do, like, you know, sucking the blood out of a baby's dick. There's some kind of ritual and many other crazy shit, eating percent, all kinds of nastiness. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about this man don't have a prayer. You know what I'm saying? If you continue down the road you going, oh, y'all who call yourself demon Democrats should know that betrayal is a motherfucker, and you know where that's going to end up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you continue to down this path, you will see the end of your country and your freedom as you know it. So you need to come on home because Trump already said he doesn't matter what color person is. We all bleed red blood. You know what I'm saying? He wants to make, you know, black people, the Republican Party, the place of black people. You know what I'm saying? And Trump knows that's what he has to do. You see? So while black people is playing this blood sucking thirsty, you know, LeBron James and all these actors and shit, and you falling behind all these crooked motherfuckers, including people from the Virgin Islands as well. You know what I'm saying? You falling behind them, and you're denying Trump, you know, the re-election of this. No, that you deny the president the spot in order to clean this mess up. You're facilitating it down into complete hell and chaos, and there is no other way that it's going to be because you refuse to see. You refuse to acknowledge the garbage that the demon Democrats have done to our country. We're not going to go back far to 47 years and better. In the last 47 years, what did we see? And don't tell me about no goddamn Republican because they get up in there and they ain't no more to me than a sucker for the demon Democrats because the Republican Party also needs a form of transformation, you know what I'm saying, of uprooting many of these people for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump said, he wanted the Republican Party to be the place for black people because it's Abraham Lincoln's party as well. We know that. He didn't have to even say that, but we already know that. And we know the Republican Party was started by whom. And we know the power that our people put into that party and how they lost their lives. to fight to give you a party that would be on the black people's side, that would give black people reconstruction and liberation in America. Rather than do that, you know what I'm saying, they went down the road with the bull. Even when you see Martin Luther King them getting beat and shit like that, and many of the people them in South getting hung, a lot of them were getting killed because they had Republican, you know, saying ideology that was given to them by the Republican Party, that was, and they was pushing many political things and talking out against the apartheid in the South, against the black people, you know, the beating, the brutality, the killing, the hanging, and all that that was set up by the demon Democrats, foundating the Ku Klux Klan and creating the Ku Klux Klan in order to carry out their ingrown terrorism on Africans in this country that we call African Americans today, but they are Africans. So we know full well the garbage that went on. You could have many, many beautiful stories amongst all of what took place in many things of the South, slavery, and many other kind of different ideologies of black people having slaves, so on and so on. We could do that all day. You know what I'm saying? But when you sit up here and say that Trump don't have a prayer, it tells me that you don't either. And it's a matter of time before the demon Democrats come around and bite the two-headed snake, or the snake turns around and bites his own tail, and you're going to be caught up in that, and then you're going to say this and that and the third. Right now, we need Trump or any candidate who's going to come in there, clean this up, and not be playing ball, sucking niggas underground, aliens everywhere, and all the secrets, yada yada. And when we look at it, sit there and say, you know, they 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 didn't know. Yes, you did. You knew very well, as we see. You knew very well